Gloria. I'm Gloria, and today I am making a perfect soup, a green with all green vegetable soup that I know that you guys are going to love. It's perfect for this cold weather. But first things first, my apron is on, my hands are clean, and I am ready to show you my ingredients. So let's get started. My ingredients: I have spinach, cilantro, green tomatoes, chicken bouillon, garlic cloves, celery, zucchinis, green beans, bell pepper green, cabbage, chicken broth, and of course my noodles. Let's get ready. Let's start making this green soup. I am ready with all my veggies. We are going to start by washing every single veggie. This is the most important part. We need to rinse every single one by one, making sure that we are rinsing out sometimes the little dirt or the pesticides that the veggies have. This is a very important step. Make sure that you always wash and rinse your vegetables through warm or cold water. It really doesn't matter. But this is the way I do it here at home. I just make sure that I rinse every single one. I have a bowl right on the side where I'm adding every single veggie there. And I will show it to you because this part is very important. We want to make sure that we wash and rinse completely the vegetables. Look at this. Okay, these are done. Let me show you where I have added them. We are ready to start cutting. I am going to start with my green beans, and I like to line them up this way and just cut the edges with my knife, just like this. Let me show you the way I do it here at home. It makes it a little more easier for me just to do it like that. They are nice and crisp. I want to show you another way that I do it here at home. Sometimes what I do, I just pinch the sides and I just do it by hand. But believe me, it's much faster and much easier if you do it with your knife. I'm just giving you options. Whichever is best for you, go ahead and organize your veggies. Okay, I'm going to continue with the rest. And I'll see you when these are almost done. Look at this. I am done. I'm going to continue with my celery, and I like to cut it right in the center of each one. This is the way I cut my celery. I want to make sure that I cut them right in the center, and then I'm going to cut them in very tiny pieces because the celery is going to give this soup such a delicious flavor. The celery cut this way, you know that is releasing all the flavors. Look at this. Look how tiny I cut my celery. Okay, I'm going to put it aside on the dish I have on my side, and I am going to continue with my green bell pepper. The same thing. I'm going to cut it in little strips, and then I'm going to cut it in little squares. Just like this. Look at this. Look how small I have cut my bell pepper. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and remove it and put it on the side. I have my zucchini here. The zucchini, I like to cut it right in the center and then do little strips. My soup is going to consist of little strips of all my veggies. Here, I'm just going to cut in half, and these are done. My cabbage, I like to cut it in half and then just take the center part, the hard part in the center off, and then cut it in little stripes. When it's cut, I'm just going to separate the pieces, and this is done. Now I am ready to rinse my cilantro. I'm gonna rinse it in running water, just making sure that I rinse it really good, and then it's done. Here I have my tomatillos that I'm gonna cut in 4 pieces. Just making sure that we add the tomatillo and you know that it's nice and cleaned. I have my blender here, the cup of the blender. I'm going to add to the blender some chicken broth. Okay, I'm gonna add my tomatillos and my cilantro. Everything is gonna go in here and I'm gonna blend it completely until it's nice and incorporated, nice and liquidy. Just like this. I have blended everything. Everything is ready. Now, the last thing I'm going to do is dice my garlic cloves. We want to cut them really tiny pieces, making sure that everything is really tiny because the onion is going to release all the flavor to the soup and it's going to be so delicious. Okay, this is done. Here, my pan is nice and hot. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of butter. When the butter has melted completely and it's really hot, I'm going to start and add my diced garlic. We want to make sure that we incorporate it completely. When the garlic starts releasing the odor of the garlic, then we're going to start adding our veggies. We're going to start with the very tiny veggies. We're going to incorporate everything completely, which is the celery and the bell pepper. And we're just gonna mix it for at least 5 minutes. We wanna cook this really good so it releases all those flavors. It has been cooking for about 5 minutes. This is the time when I'm gonna add the liquid, which is the tomatillo and the cilantro that I have blended completely. And I am going to go ahead and add a little more chicken broth to this. Okay, at this moment, what I'm gonna do is add my chicken bouillon. I'm going to mix it, incorporate it, and I'm going to taste it. This is the point where we're going to taste it and see if it needs a little more of chicken bouillon. To my taste, this is perfect. Now that it's boiling, this is the time when we're going to go ahead and start adding our pasta. Our pasta goes in first, and then all the veggies go in first. Following the pasta, we're going to add all the veggies. Because at this point, when we add everything, it doesn't take too long for our soup to be nice and ready. I know that you might be thinking there's not enough liquids, but there is, because once the veggies start cooking, they will release some water and they will sink to the bottom. So right now, the last thing I'm going to add is going to be my spinach, because you know that the spinach cooks very easily. And I'm going to cover it just for 1 or 2 minutes. Okay, it's been cooking for about 2 minutes, and as you could see, the liquids have risen a little bit, and I'm just gonna mix it just a little bit to incorporate it. My friends, after adding all the veggies, it only takes about 5 minutes. As soon as it starts boiling right in the center, then this soup is done. We do not want to overcook our veggies. We want them crunchy but not soggy. Okay, I'll see you because I am ready to prepare my dish and of course my presentation. with this veggie soup, this green soup. I have combined my soup with some taquitos, chicken shredded taquitos, and of course a jalapeno because I love spicy food. But this plate looks so good, so delicious, and healthy, of course. You know that this is the part I love, I enjoy, and I really look forward tasting my recipes. Let's see how this soup came out. Here in my house, this is the soup that everybody loves, especially in this cold weather. But let me see how all this came out. Because you know this is the part I love, I enjoy. And of course, I really look forward. Excuse me. My green beans are so crispy. They're not soggy at all. This is just delicious. My zucchini, my cabbage. Oh my God. I wish you could be here with me to enjoy this delicious green soup. Excuse me. This just came out amazing, my friends. I hope, my friends, that you could prepare this green soup with all these veggies. You could add chicken, you could add beef, whatever you like. I only give you options. But this soup comes out really delicious, really crispy, because the veggies and everything are still a little bit hard, but they're so delicious that way. You don't want to overcook the veggies. Of course, you don't want to do that. You want them nice and crispy. Well, this soup is the favorite here at home. If you liked and loved my recipe, please don't forget to subscribe, give me thumbs up, share my video on social media. Why not share my video on social media so more people get to know Cooking with Gloria. Don't forget to push the notification bell so every time I make a new recipe, yes, my friends, you are notified. Before I say I see you soon, I wish you nothing but the best. Peace and love. And of course, I will stay enjoying my green soup. Bye-bye.